Good morning, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. Alexa, what is the date?
It's Tuesday, October 25th.
Great. And Alexa, what time is it?
It's 5:15 a.m.
Right, 5:15 a.m., about an hour early. Okay, great. And Alexa, what is the weather?
Currently, in Amargosa Valley, it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather with a high of 70 degrees and low of 38 degrees.
Okay, wow. It's getting colder. The high today is 70. I think yesterday the high was supposed to be 66. A month ago, we were in the 90s. Wow. Temperature is dropping 20 degrees in the high, and the low is now down into the 30s, and we're just starting. Okay, cool. Well, this is Department of Career Services here at Thriving Warrior. Our goal is simple: to help you get from point A to point B, point A to point B, where B is better. B is better. How do we do that? How do we do that? Okay, we do it several ways. Number one is through this daily podcast. The podcast is just a motivator, intended to be a motivator to get you to do the next thing and then the next thing. So we have this daily podcast, but down in the notes below, the description below, please see that. Subscribe, add a friend, invite a friend. Also click on the bell so you know when these things are going to happen. They usually happen before 6:30 most days, but today we have to get to Pahrump, Tucky. We have to leave at 6 for Pahrump, Tucky, so we're doing it a little bit early. Okay, so one thing is in the notes below, there is a link to our online course, our 4-week basic training course, which is this 4-week course. Additionally, there is a link to the motivational video that I used to create this podcast. Please make sure to have a pen and paper handy. You need to write this stuff down so that you remember it. This isn't about entertainment. This is about helping you get from point A to point B. It's definitely not about entertainment. Interesting. Lavazza. Also, there is a link to the TED Talk that goes with today's day in the basic training course. So this is week 3, day 2, Seth Godin. So there's a link to the Seth Godin video to make it easy for people who are doing the course along with us. Number 3, there's a whole bunch of information, links, phone numbers for the services that we provide our members, which includes housing, clothing, food, hygiene, transportation, skills training. I should do it like this. Skills training, foundational employment, boom. Career planning, boom. And also there is the transcript of the daily Seth Godin blog posting that he's done for many years. So there's a lot packed into this little thing. I am just the instrument, the person who delivers it. So let's see, Charlene, good morning, thumbs up. And I don't know why Charlene is not on here. I know why, because we just started, so I will send her a text. Morning, doing podcast. So our regular people who are usually participating are probably not up yet. They're going to be like, damn, I was going to be on that. I was going to contribute. Charlene will probably join in. Okay, so anyway, back to business. So what do we do? How do we do this? How do we help you move from point A to point B? So I just described the resources that we have. Our theme is very basic. It's simple, in quotes, rock and roll quotes. It's simple, ... So today's little breadcrumb, so we leave little breadcrumbs. So it's simple. It's simple breadcrumb for today is face disappointment. Life is full of disappointment. From today's video, we got a great picture. Life is like a jungle. You get to choose whether you want to be an unfamiliar tourist or a guide. What does it take to be a guide in the jungle? Experience, learning stuff, learning what's dangerous, what you need to avoid, and what can help you, what resources there are. But life is like a jungle. We've all heard that. So we get to choose whether we want to be an unfamiliar tourist, which is usually going to end up how? Right. Not good. Healing. Okay. Everybody must pay the price. If you want to be successful, you have to pay the price. Now remember, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple. All you have to do is do certain things. That's all you have to do to move from point A to point B, is you have to do certain things. And we try to illustrate those things. And I think the things are the same no matter who you are or how you say them. It all comes down to be the same thing. And I can say that because we've been doing this podcast, hundreds of the same podcasts, listen to hundreds of these motivational videos, and they're all variations on the theme. Work hard, plan your work, don't give up, reduce suffering. Let's see, you're going to change. Change is inevitable. How you change is up to you to a large extent. There is randomness and fate. There is the belief in the Lord, but that is for grace, and grace cannot be earned. The only way to be a professional is to work harder than anyone else. It's not talent, it's discipline and skills. I added the last part. The part from the video is the only way to be a professional is to work harder than anyone else. That's why they get paid more money. That's why professional athletes get paid more, because they worked harder. Yes, they started with more talent. Yes, they had at least one really good coach who motivated them and inspired them to take their little bit more talent and put time into it. And then over time, they became a professional. Do you need to have talent? Well, yeah, you need to have some talent. Every job has an IQ range. If it's for sports, every sport has a sports talent range. You have to have at least this much talent, but then you have skills development, mental stuff that go along with it. If you don't, raw talent alone is not enough. Everyone, all of us, can be better than we are. As Navy SEALs might say, I think the number is, as Navy SEALs say, and I think the number is, comma, when you think you're done, you're only 38% done. You can keep doing more. Let's see. Change is an invitation to the future. Okay, we're going to change. Change is an invitation to the future. Look at it that way. My future involves change. How do I want to change? We had a discussion last night about, okay, here's your health now. What do you think your health is going to be like 10 years? Better or worse? And the answer for us is worse. If you're in your 40s, late 40s, early 50s, and you smoke and you drink power drinks or Mountain Dew or Coca-Cola, caffeinated sugar drinks all day long, and you're not exercising and you're eating a lot of crap, why would you expect your health is going to be better in 10 years? Can't. On the other hand, why wouldn't you want to maximize your health? Why wouldn't you want to be in the best shape you can be 10 years from now? It takes discipline. Okay, cool. What else do we have on our hit parade? Let's see. What else do we have? Dismiss. Okay, link is simple. TED Talk. Oh yeah, today's TED Talk is Seth Godin, Tribe. So yesterday, or this week, week 3, this is Outsider Skull-Sized Kingdom, the metaphor of driving to Successville. How do I drive to Successful? Yet last week we learned what is a car, how does it work, and how do you drive it? Now we want to get on the road to drive to Successful in our car. Well, guess what? We need people in the car. We cannot get there alone. Can't get there alone. Can't be successful without other people. We need to choose and invite and get the right other people in our car. If we get the wrong people in our car, they're going to distract us. They might cause us to crash. They might cause us to go to a different place that is not successful. They might be annoying. There's a whole bunch of things. They might be time wasters. We need to find the right people to get in the car with us. So if you have a problem with drugs and alcohol, and are those the kind of people you want to get that you want in your car to Successful? No. You might want to have them in your car to Partyville, but when Partyville's over, you're left with a hangover. Not good. Not good for your future, because then now you're stranded in Partyville with a hangover, and you realize these guys aren't going to help me get to Successful. So this week it's how do you get people in the car? Yesterday we had David Logan talk about here's a simple way. Join a tribe, nudge it forward. Join a tribe, nudge it forward. Join a tribe, and in that tribe, you'll find the people. So not hard to join a tribe. How do you nudge them forward? Seth Godin has an answer for that. Seth Godin has an answer for that. Okay, there's two people here. No, there's one person here now. That must be Charlene. Is that you, Charlene? Or is it Wadabevi? Or is it Jeff? Or whoever. Okay, great. So, Seth Godin, how do we nudge people? How do we nudge people forward? Yes, Charlene, hi. How do we nudge people forward? Charlene, how do we nudge people forward? Hi. Okay. Well, he has a 4-step, I'm going to do it this way, probably German style, the 4-step formula, how we nudge people forward. 1, find something to change. 2, tell a compelling story. 3, connect the true believers and ignore the non-true believers. 4, lead them. Okay, that's what we're going to learn in the Seth Godin video. Click on the link down below. This is a must-have, important one. Take it with you. Don't leave home with, put it in your pocket. No, this is, what did they say about American Express? Blah, blah, blah. Don't leave home without it. That's how essential this is. Understand this. What do we need to change? Well, I'm not at Successful. I need to get to Successful. I need to get people in my car. Tell a compelling story. Why should we go to Successful? Connect the true believers. Who's going with me? I am, Dorothy. And then lead them. That's it. Okay, that's Seth Godin. And let's see, now where are we? We are at 1338. Good. So we will now move on to the most important part of the day, our daily prayer. What? Daily prayer? What is that? So our daily prayer for today is simple. I will read it, and it is posted in the notes below. It is posted in the notes below. Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as you deserve, to give and not count the cost, to fight and not heed the wounds, to labor and not seek to rest, to give of myself and not ask for reward, except the reward of knowing that I am doing your will. Okay, now Navy SEAL Maxim. Navy SEAL Maxim. Who knows the Navy SEAL Maxim? Okay, time is racing. Yesterday was the only easy day. Yesterday was the only easy day. Not trying to make today the easy day. Yesterday was the easy day. And so I have God's grace to spend eternity with him. Now I have to do the work to be successful and have a life of meaning and purpose. I cannot expect or demand God to do it for me. I don't want to be in a pleasure bubble. Okay, so yesterday was the only easy day. I'm going to get out there and do the work the work, not as a way to earn my place in everlasting happiness with our Lord. It's just what I'm going to do, is to do the work to have meaning and purpose. Okay, so yesterday was the only easy day. Great. How do I make today less easy? Well, what's one thing? Maybe Charlene knows. Get comfortable being uncomfortable is probably the best way to make yesterday the only easy day. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because it's not comfortable making yesterday's the easy day. Working harder is not comfortable. Let's face it, by definition, it's not comfortable. It might be enjoyable, it's not comfortable. Straining your muscles, straining your brain, straining your thoughts and vocabulary to do things, keeping going, staying awake, staying in the game, being nurturing to other people. It's not comfortable. It's comfortable just laying in your bed, etc. Whatever. Okay, so 1, get comfortable being uncomfortable. 2, don't compare myself to other people. Compare myself to who I was yesterday. Very easy way to make yesterday the only easy day is I compare what am I doing today to what did I do yesterday. 3, have a goal. What is my goal? So if I have a new goal today and I strive to get that goal, that's better than the goal I had yesterday. Okay, great. And then number 4, be samurai. Karate chop chop. Be samurai. Karate chop chop. That means here, what that means is to do the work as perfectly as you can, given the time and resources allotted. Oh, we forgot to do Seth Godin. I did Seth Godin on the TED Talk. I forgot to do Seth Godin. Rewind. Okay, edit. Hey, when we're editing this, move the Seth Godin part to the front. Cut out this part right here. Okay, cool. Okay, perfect might be the enemy of good in group dynamics and choice making. Perfect might be the enemy of good in group dynamics and choice making. Or I should say in group dynamics and choice making. When one person needs to fix a wall, adjust a cabinet, or choose what to serve for dinner, they can optimize their choice. Make appropriate trade-offs, take responsibility for the path chosen. But when a group of people are asked to do the same thing, it's easy to err on the side of the pursuit of perfect, or to choose average things out. Here's what the Romans said to that. Footnote, Romans said, a good plan today is better than a great plan tomorrow. They got this. They got this message. We're not going to wait for perfect. And on the legal team, and so the legal team weighs in, and the consultants are hired. And so, but what if is always considered, regardless of how rare the outcomes might actually be. Entire industries are built around creating deniable, average products and services that are sure to delight no one, cost more than they might, and insulate the committee from backlash. When you find yourself creeping in this direction, it might be worth asking what the risk is of simply suspending the committee and putting someone in charge instead. Aha. So that's a great, if you're in management, try to avoid groups, try to avoid committees, put somebody in charge because they'll get it done. That's oftentimes what I find myself doing. It's easier just to do it myself because it's going to come out right and it's going to be faster than if I have to tell somebody what to do and how to do it, and et cetera, et cetera. So it'd be like kind of like adopting the German way, right? I'm going to teach you how to run this machine that builds machines. And what you need to do is watch me. That's how I'm going to teach you. Just watch what I do. And then one day I'll let you have this cloth and you can touch the machine and clean it, or you can do whatever. But people don't want to watch and learn. They have this idea of the only question not asked is, the only bad question is one not asked, versus you don't know the right question to ask right now. We're just wasting time. Just watch what I do. Okay, so from a management perspective, this is very good because it says just don't have a committee do it, just assign it to a person. Now, on a level of us as people, this is the opportunity to just stand up and say, I'm here, why not me? I'll do it. I'd like the chance to do it. Put me in the game, coach. And if you are that person, the person who steps up and says, I will go with you, I will do the job. If you're the Dorothy, what was her last name in Jerry Maguire? If you're Dorothy in Jerry Maguire, then darn, missed him. If you're Dorothy in Jerry Maguire and you execute, guess what? Moving forward, moving from point A to point B. So with that, now we are at, whoa, very long. Okay, and I will say, let's see, Charlene, can you say and cut? And cut. Heidi ho. And cut. There we go. Cur. Okay. Cur and cur. And cur.